Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AMRN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Friday, so that is where the red line up here is coming into play. And, that level turned out to definitely be an area of resistance. So, maybe not necessarily an update for that level, but definitely confirmation would be the proper word for that, apparently 1620, as I talked about on Friday, is definitely a level of resistance. And while I'm not saying the price can't get above it or anything like that, according to the story that's now being told via the chart, apparently the price is really going to need to bring its A game if it's not only going to be able to fight above 1620, but also be able to stay up above it. However, before I even talk about doing battle with 1620 again, a more so near-term level of resistance that seems to have arisen is right here around the $15.70 mark, give or take. I would definitely consider this much more of a less level of resistance compared to 1620, but nonetheless, you can see this afternoon, several times the price did try to bounce, and each and every one of those bounces was rejected right around the 1570-ish area. So that'll be that initial level, and if the price can break above there, then yeah, it starts to become more, logical to start to talk about potentially doing battle with 1620. But until the bulls can first prove themselves in the short run, quote unquote, prove themselves being once again quantified as getting up above 1570, then yeah, it doesn't make much sense to be talking about 1620. Now, what about levels of support? The one dynamic here that I'm curious to see if the bulls can start to build on is that, there were pretty big pullbacks today, but with the pullbacks, they did ultimately build higher bases, which is, what has allowed me here to build this uptrending trend line here. So the one question that I'm just curious of is, can the price start to maintain above this trend line going forward? If the price falls below it, then at that point, it would not be shocking at all to see the price, go down to at least retest $15.30, if not lower. However, to give credit where credit's due, like I said, the price did technically put in a couple of higher bases here. So we'll see if they can start to build upon that going forward. So all in all, 1570-ish and then 1620 key levels of resistance. Key level of support is essentially this trend line, and see if the price can build upon it. The week is young, still 4 days left, so let's see how things continue to play out. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.